It's a AA Duelist here to talk about basic decks. Okay, so every deck has to be between 40 and 60 cards. Not that hard, it's just two numbers in between. Best decks are 40 cards. You don't want to go above 40 because then you might not get good draws. Every single, the first turn, which some of the best methods are rolling dice, whoever gets higher number gets to choose, or high cut. High cut is where you cut the deck around the middle, doesn't matter. Hold the card up, and whatever that little number there is, which that one is 27, it looks like. Yes, 27. So, say my opponent pulled a 16. That means that I get to choose. I would choose myself to go first. Now, depending on what the deck is, you might want to go second, but usually you want to go first. It gives you a bit more of an advantage. In the older days, first turn you would draw one. Now, you don't do that. You just leave it there. So, let's see what I got. So, there's all sorts of different things here. Now, if I was to go second, Photon Thrasher, I'd be able to summon him by his own effect. His effect is, he can't be normal summoned or set. That's one of those cards that is like an effect monster. Can't be, normal summoned or set. Has to be special summoned. And if your opponent controls a monster and you don't. Or actually, it's just whenever you control no monster. So if you open up with him, you can normal summon, special summon, and then you still have your normal summon at the turn. You can normal summon, you only get one per turn, but special summon you can do it as many times. If I was to decide to normal summon Vylon Cube, I now have two monsters on the field, and I have now gone through everything that I can except for that MST. But there's no problem there, just like set it and wait for your opponent's turn. But, so, if you want to normal summon a monster, it has to be in face-up attack position. You cannot do face-up defense like they used to do in the older days. That is no longer allowed. If you're going to do that, you need to do set, which is where you put it in face-down defense position, which is where you set it upside down like that, and that lets them know this is in defense position. If it's like that, it's in face-up defense position, face-up attack position. It is possible to have face-down attack, but it's a very rare thing, and you don't ever see it anymore. So, if you normal summon, it has to be face-up attack position, and if it's face-down defense position, you can't do anything with it, really, unless it's been setting there for an entire turn. After it's set there for an entire turn, you can what's called flip summon it, which is changing it from face down defense to face up attack, which then is called a flip summon. Any flip effects will activate at this point, which I'll go over here in a sec, but this is kind of just a basic deck, hand, everything go through before I upload what all the normal, tribute, everything other like that summon is. So, this monster is now normal summon, or you can set it, or that. Those are really best two options. But again, face down attack almost never happens, but you cannot just throw it on the field and face up defense. They decided that was too much. You just get too many gains from it because you can still special summon with just that. But if you set it, then you can't. But yeah, this is probably going to be one of my shortest videos. That's just the basics of normal and special summoning. Then I'm going to go over the different types of monsters, and then go more in depth into normal and special summoning. So I'm going to go on ahead and end this video here, and I'm going to switch to this stack back here and show you the difference between normal and special summoning, etc., etc. Thank you for watching. This has been AA Duel.